If I'm live or not, but we'll find out shortly. If I am or if I'm not, somehow this Evmux should be streaming to my YouTube channel. I don't know if it is or it isn't. Find out. Ah, yes, it is. And apparently, you can put a join link. You can do quite a few things that you can do with StreamYard, but you have far more options. And probably to the news unit's delight, you have the equivalent of co host moderator privileges for up to three people. So that's wonderful. I'm going to have to tell old Dave about that. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Yes, and I'm back. Now, sorry about any background noise. I guess I'm making a late time. Is it lunch now? Not a late breakfast, but a lunch. I don't know if this will work, but I'm going to try using Xmov. And actually, their plans are pretty reasonable compared to even Restream.io or StreamYard. For the top tier package for an individual user, you can have something like, what is it? For $40 a month, you can have up to three co host mods, as Dave calls them, or the equivalent thereof. So we'll have to see. Problem is, on the free plan, you can't just stream your eyeballs out. You are limited to 2 hours. I don't know if that's 2 hours per broadcast or 2 hours altogether until it somehow recycles. But you have different options you can show for the stream. You can invite guests in. You can generate a link like this one. Well, Tim, I do intend to post more content. I'm trying to negotiate with a local person, a local yokel, to buy their slam ball because my accidentally burst my old 20 pounder and I needed something a little heavier anyway. But it is raining cats and dogs today, Tim. So probably not. There are some shoulder exercises that I'd like to show. There's an excellent halo maneuver you can do that slam balls are really excellent for, and then some over the shoulder work you can do with the slam ball, Tim, that I've just not got the chance to do, and I can't really film. I also just got a new tripod, so that'll be a good improvement. My last one was left a lot to be desired. Excuse me. I need some more coffee. And once the weather improves, I will do that. But we will see. I'm tempted to do some more live streams. It's just the problem with this channel is that I've used it to document much of what's gone on with the hate cult. So, as much as I'd like to post certain types of content, I just don't want it associated with much of this imploding hate cult that I caught the other day, old mac and cheese life representing my archive as a standard of truth against Brian Reeder, which I thought was pretty funny. That means that the hate cult is deeply invested in the content, mostly their content stored on my archive or Dave Connell two's. And that as we both predicted that within a year or two, probably within this year, I would tend to think, they are going to use that content to all betray each other, and it will be ugly. when they do. Nonetheless, I trust that since I've got a comment from Tim, although Tim tends to leave a comment and then vanishes for some reason, you can probably hear and see me just fine. The camera seems to work all right as well. So I take it that this means this is a successful broadcast. I am debating, since I have St. Anselm's picture up here, on whether or not I'll cover his magnificent work, Cur Deus Homo, which is his work on the atonement and incarnation of Christ, very pivotal one in church history, versus some liberal views like the late Carlton Pearson's work. Carlton Pearson took the exemplar view or moral influence view of the atonement as compared to praise the I am and such, because although they're not taking the same views, they are reaching similar conclusions that it's not the blood atonement that matters for our sins were mentioned. It's not like St. Peter says that we were sprinkled by his blood. None of that matters. According to these people, and of course, I think it's a good idea to potentially highlight that. I mean, there's only so much time I want to invest with certain individuals and on certain topics. But nevertheless, it looks like this XMUV is very promising. In fact, I think I can pull up their stuff. Give me just a second. I need to attend to XYZ. Okay, I'm back. But excuse me. Goodness, I need to see my internalist. Thank God I have an appointment upcoming. If y'all want to keep me in prayer about that, do so. I have been struggling with my esophagus, so that would be something I'd appreciate for the actual Christians who do watch me that you might pray about. Nevertheless, it looks like this platform works pretty well. I don't know the socio-political proclivities for XMUV, but it looks pretty versatile too. You can, excuse me, you can stream this to multiple destinations, Rumble included. So I may just do that in the future. I don't know. I have an old personal Rumble channel I created. I don't know if I'll do anything with it. I may just turn it into a Rumble channel for whatever, but it just sits there. And of course, the Super Troll Archive is the Super Troll Archive. It's independent of whatever. But it looks like this works well. So, what was the XMUV or XMUV's pricing scheme is here. Let me see. You can share screen. So here's their pricing info, and I'm really attracted to this. The free plan, you can get up to 12 people. StreamYard only allows you 10. And you get all this extra stuff that you just don't get from StreamYard. But for $20 a month, You get up to two co-hosts or collaborator seats. For 40 a month, you get up to four. So for somebody like the news unit, this could be very beneficial, provided XMov keeps this. Of course, you get more, but you get all sorts of stuff, even just with the free package. And for only 21 or $20 a month, you can get unlimited stream for up to 6 hours per live. Excuse me. And then if you really want to pay for it, you can get extra features. I mean, this is really cool, for somebody like Dave or Veckel who like to have guests on their platform and have, the audience for that. You can get up to 12 people. You can, use widgets and apps. You got tickers like I've got here and banners like I've got here. Uh, cool stuff, man. I mean, I don't, I don't stream enough to need this, obviously, but this is really cool. So I'm glad I found it. You can even do slideshows, host or guest. See, I'm gonna have to tell Dave the news unit about this. I think he'll like it. You can do monthly or annually. It's a little more expensive per month, but shoot, even at 25 a month, that's really good. Up to 6 hour streams before you have to cut a new one. 12 participants, custom RTMP, which is great if you want to multi stream. So, like for Veckel, for example, he's on, I think, like Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, and whatever. He could use XMov if he desired to stream simultaneously to Rumble and to YouTube without having to worry about it. This is really cool. But either way, at this point, I'm just kind of rambling. And I do want to eat my lunch. So I think I'll do that. I will be posting more slam ball content, but I need the weather to be a bit more cooperative. And I just don't really want to film that in the gym if, at all possible. It would be kind of preferable not to have to do that. And of course, they mainly have medicine balls over there. They're not the same thing. One, two. The slam balls they have are too light for me. I mean, 8 and 10 pound slam balls are starter weights. It's too light for most of what I do. But that being said, I also have plans to develop a sled. I'm just waiting on a buddy of mine to get back to me about some parts for that. I've got most of the rest of it here. Excuse me. So I should be good to go. That'll be some cool stuff that I can do with that. But I'll talk at y'all soon.